How you doing? Welcome to the channel if you're new. I'm Oz. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about a couple of things. The first is an update on why it is you haven't seen any more rehab videos about my knee injury. I'm not going to go into details about what my knee injury was. There's a video all about that. If you want to watch it, brilliant, go watch it. It was one of those really unfortunate things while training, made a bit of a mess of my knee. Had surgery, was great, fixed, lovely, started rehabbing it and was doing really well. I'd got back down to the gym. I was starting to do some exercises down there. I built up some weights on leg extensions and was starting to get a little bit more muscle tone on my quads. I'd started doing some squats and it was all good. I was walking a lot. Whenever I could, I'd walk somewhere just to build up the background level of use of my knee, and I was swimming a lot. One morning I got the train to work, well, I quite often do, and I walked from the station to the office. It's about 2 miles. I've done it several times before. To be honest, it's quite a nice walk in the morning. Grab a coffee on the way. Yeah, absolutely lovely. But for some reason, when I got to the office, my knee really ached. I assumed it was just one of those things and didn't really worry about it. I figured I'd just look after it, be gentle with it for a little while, but it didn't stop aching. 4 or 5 days later, I was walking down the stairs when something inside my knee went pop, and suddenly it felt really quite hot. It wasn't particularly painful. Now, don't get me wrong, it was a pretty horrible feeling because, you know, something happened inside my knee and that's not right. But it wasn't particularly painful. It settled down, never quite went away, and it started making some odd popping and clicking noises, and it started giving way for no apparent reason. And about a week ago, it suddenly started hurting a lot. Now, up to this point, it hadn't really hurt, and I just assumed it was one of those things. I'd messed up or the joint surface in my knee, and I figured that this was just the way I had to live. It wasn't a big deal because it wasn't painful. I could live with it. But when it started hurting, it really started hurting. And the weird thing is, it's not predictable. I can't say, yeah, it hurts every time I do this. It just sometimes it hurts an amazing amount for no apparent reason. Walking downstairs almost always sets it off, but sometimes walking sets it off. Sometimes I'm fine. Sometimes I can hardly walk at all. So that's why I haven't been out of the gym. To add insult to injury, quite literally, I went out for lunch with some work colleagues the other day, and at some point during that lunch period, my knee swelled up like a balloon. Now, I didn't do anything to it that I remember, and there was nothing that made me think that might have done it. I didn't slip, I didn't twist it, nothing like that. Didn't walk a particularly long distance, didn't have to run up and down any stairs, anything like that. It just suddenly swelled up like a balloon and became almost impossible to walk on. So that's basically where we are now. I've got back in contact with my surgeon, because we'd pretty much got to the point where he was happy with the way it worked out and had discharged me. So I've got back in contact and I'm going to see him again, and he's going to have a look and see if we can work out what's going on. But it does feel like I've been set back a lot. And to be perfectly honest with you, it's a bit of a nightmare because I just started training again and it was getting to the point where I thought I might be able to start grappling again. Now, not a chance. I can't even kneel down. I can't bend my knee past 90 degrees. And the whole thing is just a bit of a mess. Anyway, because of that and a number of other things, I've been reevaluating life and I've been trying to tidy up my house a little because, you know, obviously you do these things, when something changes in life, you start thinking, right, well, I'm going to change everything else and I'm going to get my life in order. So I've started putting together a few things that I'm going to be selling. I'm selling a couple of my swords, one of which has already gone, but I have another sword that I am looking to sell now. And I thought you guys might be interested. If you'd like to talk to me about it, then please do. It's this one here. It is a custom English backsword. This is a sharp. It's got a very standard long, thin, triangular section thrusting blade, Elizabethan era. It's relatively modern in style, the blade. The hilt, however, is the special bit with this. It is an exact replica. Let me see if I can put it here so you can see it against the white background. It's an exact replica of an English backsword from the Elizabethan period that a gentleman I know has in a private collection, and he very kindly let me go in and take some photographs and some measurements. And that's this. This was made by Peter Regnier some years ago, and I am now looking to sell it. It has a wire wrap hilt with a ball pommel on it. The hilt is hand forged, the blade is forged and ground, it's heat treated. If you know anything about HEMA blades, you'll know that Peter Regnier makes good stuff. It's not in perfect condition. The blade is good. There's a little bit of surface rust on it. I may polish that off if nobody buys it, but as it stands, yeah, I'm going to sell it. So if you're interested, give me a shout, and we'll talk money. Now, for the record, you have to be over 18 to buy this. And I will want to see a picture of a driver's license or some form of ID that shows that you are over 18. I will happily post it to pretty much anywhere in the world. However, I will not bear any responsibility for anything the customs in your country do to this sword if I send it to you. That's up to you to figure out. I will, however, make sure it is wrapped up absolutely perfectly safely and parceled up and packaged up and sent to you the most secure way I possibly can. So anyway, there you go. I'll let you know what the surgeon says, and hopefully we'll be able to have a slightly more positive video sometime fairly soon. And I'm going to talk to you about some of these books. There's a couple here that are beautiful. So keep your eyes peeled. Be another video coming out soon. Anyway, take care guys. Nice to see you.